The game during Monarch, and oh, here we go.
Here we go.
This is the story. Let's go.
Okay.
Liam Holden 1-0, Declan Patrick 1-0.
And the big question, Uzi's asked it, is will Liam be packing his Dreadbore? Now, Dreadbore, no attack reactions from a hand.
No D reaction from hand, yeah.
D-react, sorry. So that's pretty good against those traps.
Yep.
So let's see how Declan does against those. Okay, they're just getting set up.
Yeah, Death Dealer is like the main sort of gassy card in Azalea, isn't it? Every time you pitch into it, you draw a card. It's just, people have been saying, oh, it's basically a 5 intellect hero. And you can always access the top of your deck through, Death Dealer or your Skullbone. There's so many things you can do, and that's why a lot of people love playing her.
And for Riptide, he wants to be blocking from hand, so he can use his ability to load Arsenal.
Yep.
If Dreadbore's there, then unfortunately, he's not going to be using his ability very much.
Exactly.
At least not on the opponent's turn. So.
Yeah.
Pebble Hat's asked if there's any Rosetta spoilers. Now, there's not going to be any spoilers associated with this stream, unfortunately. We know as much as you do. We'll be talking a bit about the spoilers later, but we do not have anything new for you, unfortunately. We do not have any spice from LSS.
No, not this time round. Maybe next time, if they like the stream.
Yeah.
I know some of you's watching.
Hello to LSS all the way in New Zealand. I'm not sure what the time is over there, but they can watch and catch up. It's fine.
Yeah, it'll be like 11:30, 12 o'clock over there.
Okay, maybe they're watching.
Gamer time, mate.
Okay.
Gamer time. We stay up all night playing this game, but
yeah,
this is interesting because we got Liam on Azalea, but Declan repping the Azalea sleeves.
Yes, well, of
Very
course,
confusing.
last Nats, Declan was an Azalea player, and he did make 9th place. He bubbled. He was devastated.
Outrageous.
So hopefully this time he can close it out. So yes, myself and Declan were in the same draft pod, actually, in Nats last year.
Oh, okay.
And we all agreed it was the best draft pod we ever had. Just a really nice folk. So
good.
Can always count on that from the UK players.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Liam is actually one of my locals. So he's from Manchester. So local to Manchester, to Liverpool, sorry, not too far away, only an hour up the road.
Yeah.
So yes, he's traditionally very much, as I said earlier, he likes his blocking, he likes his fatigue. He's been playing Oldham, he's been playing Decimated Dory, but he's always had Azalea in the back pocket as that aggro hero for him. Yeah. So he's always had the reps, so he's had it in his back pocket this entire time. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays out over the course of this meta.
Absolutely, yeah. And I remember playing against Liam in the Calling Birmingham, and he was playing Bravo at the time. So someone was saying, "Oh, it must be fatigue Azalea."
Yes.
that obviously going on that thread is he played a lot of Guardian. So
yeah, I wonder how many unmovables are in his deck today.
Absolutely, yeah. But yeah, obviously Declan. Obviously, if he bubbled out with Azalea last year, he's going to have a lot of knowledge into what he's playing into as well, which could help him a lot. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Nice little Ranger off.
Absolutely. Don't see it very often, these Ranger mirrors in this meta, so great to see. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of blood pox.
A lot of plagues going around. It's going to be a dirty time in the pits today.
Okay, so New Horizon in Riptide, and let's see. Okay, standard loadout in the Azalea.
Using the new long draw half glove as well, which is a lovely addition from MST in the expansion slot. Which in Azalea can protect against Warmonger's turns and everything, so it's pretty good. But you can see Liam just repping the aggro, bullseye and snappies. Let's go.
Because Warmongers is probably pretty good for Riptide. He's got a lot of attack action cards he can use.
Yep.
But he does have those actions as well, so he probably doesn't have it in his deck. Let's see how it goes.
So starting off with a remorseless and drawing a card, pitching a battering bolt. Going to have a look at the top card. I think it's a searing shot on top.
And triple react.
Okay, here we go. Azalea straight away. That's coming in for 14 damage plus the no, is it 14? No, 13 damage.
Counter coming out and creating a ponder, and Seek and Destroy, of course, means that he's going to be losing his hand at the end of the turn.
Absolutely. So
no Arsenal for Riptide.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
That's pretty good for turn 0. Already down to 27 health. That's pretty much a blitz game.
Wow.
So it looks like we might be having a fast one today.
That is. The thing is as well, is like he sent all of that damage for 0 and then still got the ponder as well. That is insane.
But it's on the Death Dealer, so going out for the aggro. Not too worried about these traps today.
No, I don't think so. Not after a start like that either. He's up to the races.
Classic Azalea indeed.
Absolutely scowling flashback.
Okay, plays playing very cleanly and repping. So they're both
GG, Jack is saying. That's funny.
Don't say it's over yet, Jack. Come on.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Give the players a chance. So, of course, with that New Horizons, you really do want to be setting up those double arsenals, and that's not going to be possible this turn. So
no, that's savage. Yeah, pitching the intoxicating shot in to load the drill shot, drawing a card, playing a Seek and Destroy, followed up by what can only be described as another buff.
A Deadeye.
Yeah.
Don't think we'll be seeing any aim counters today.
Oh
but,
wow, we're just going big.
Oh,
big chungus.
prismatic ley lines there. Almost said lens. It's ley lines. So what that will do is it'll give +1 to red cards, +2 to yellow cards, and +3 to blue cards. Not so relevant, but since there's no further attacks coming this turn. But in terms of, you're pretty happy with that, aren't you?
That's pretty good. Yeah. Sorry, I misspoke as well. The Seek and Destroy on the next of New Horizon is actually the reminder of the trigger, but he has still played a Seek and Destroy there as well. But yeah, this is coming in for 11 damage. Looks like he's just going to take it.
Big haymakers coming in here. So
absolutely.
Let's see what the -1 counter's going on to.
Absolutely
Tunic.
huge. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to be blocking with that unless you absolutely need to, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, there's not much armor there anyway from Azalea, but there we go.
And the Seek and Destroy just goes to the other side. Now, of course, it's not a disease, but it's always good to see it representing there on the board.
Yeah.
Very clean play from the players. Okay.
Cool. So he's activating the cross wrap to see what's on top, and it's a take aim in the arsenal. So just deciding whether he wants to access that top card through Azalea's ability, but you can access it through Death Dealer as well if you've got the right lines and composition in your hand. Spicy, absolutely. Move back best. You know all about the spicy.
Oh, when the fingers come out and they start counting their damage, that's when you've got to be scared, haven't you? Okay, so take aim, of course, has reload, so he can always put something back into arsenal if he wants to. So the question is, does he want to play it out?
Yeah, take aim's actually come into a lot of Azalea lists recently. I think it is a very, 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 very awesome card. The fact that you don't have to use Death Dealer, you can get another activation out of there. It's very, very good. And are we going to see the reload now? Yes, we are. So we can still activate Death Dealer after this if it has a go again.
Another Seek and Destroy.
Oh my word!
3 turns and 3 Seek and Destroys. What's going on?
Nice to see the Memorial Ground as well. So he's just going for the absolute dominated searing shot yet again. Holy hell!
Oh, just counting up the damage. Let's see how it goes. We don't miscount here. So 13 damage coming in dominated +1 on hits.
Wow, it's like throwing hammers in that room. Ridiculous. Any backup
and
games?
lacing with inertia. Again, when you've got inertia and you've got Seek and Destroy, I don't think you really care about that inertia. It's
Absolutely
not the main concern right now.
Wow.
But at least you can bottom deck things rather than put them into graveyard. But of course, graveyard is really useful for getting those codex hits.
Absolutely.
So you do want to manage your graveyard just a tiny bit as both players, as Riptide and Azalea. Coming with Tar Pit Trap, so the hit effect will not happen.
Okay, so that cancels out a few on hits then. I think it is just it cancels out everything, right? If I remember correctly, Tar Pit Trap. I'm not sure if we can get a flash up for that, but I'm pretty sure it cancels every on hit. Or maybe not. Can't remember.
Still got the Seek and Destroy there, so yeah, we'll see
we'll see.
We'll get that up. Okay. Remembrance there. I mean, not remembrance there. See another.
Oh my word!
Now we've got there's more than one Seek and Destroy per turn now.
Wow.
This is crazy coming in.
Nobody's keeping any
remorseless, and this is remorseless.
Wow.
This got to be painful as Azalea, having your own cards being played back at you like
Absolutely.
this. These Azalea's going to be knowing these well.
Only if the attack has go again. That's it. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. So Tar Pit wasn't active.
Jack.
Awesome stuff. Australia, New Zealand are in the chat. Ian, Right Time Gaming. How's it going, mate? Nice to see you here. But yeah. If anybody's new to the stream, welcome. This is the UK Nats here at Liverpool, and let us know where you're tuning in from. But there's a lot of backup streams. There's Spanish backup. There's loads of stuff going on this weekend.
Oh, so Azalea's actually blocked. We said she wouldn't block, and here she is blocking.
Oh, we're reaching our world's ball.
We don't know anything as casters.
Nothing.
Okay, so it's not going to be a massive turn from Azalea, but when you've got that 8-point life lead, do you really mind?
I don't think so, no. I mean, that's 2 cards there, but essentially you can still activate Death Dealer and draw a card, but he does have a Tunic as well. So again, it's... Oh, there we go. He can rain razors.
Oh, he's deciding what he wants to pitch here. Yeah, of course. That Memorial Ground's not going to be much use to right now. So, yep. Battering Bolt into Rain Razors, taking 1 hit off the Remorseless, so that's fine.
And this could hurt as well, because obviously when Battering Bolt hits, all non-action cards get discarded and you lose that much life. So if it hits and he's got other traps in hand, he can lose that much life as well. And he's got a combat trick with the Rain Razors in hand as well, so he can push that through if he wants to.
And of course, it also hurts in Riptide if he has any Rain Razors in his hand.
Exactly,
so
yeah.
It's quite good against those instants as well.
Mm-hmm. Now we can see a couple of laces.
Okay, we've got a bit of a block here, but of course we're going to see
He's just going to push the damage. Just going to push it
over the top. Okay.
Kiki, How's it going?
So let's have a look at the hand. Oh, hi, Kiki, of course.
NZ showing up.
On the Rainbow Pitch. So, yeah, and
Absolutely.
I believe Rainbow Pitch has still got space in their tournament, so check those guys out.
Absolutely, yeah.
Fantastic to see representation.
Absolutely. Great calls for that league. I should see a season 2. But yeah, they're just throwing haymakers at each other. It's an absolutely fantastic game to watch. Very, very quick, though.
Yes. Of course, we thought them would be the fast games, not the only fast deck out there.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Okay. Bolton shots coming into...
I think he used a tunic for that. He must have done.
Yeah.
Okay, Bolton shot. Needs a buff behind this to obviously give it go again, so that's what he's going to try and find. Go Riptide, yeah, absolutely. We can do this.
Oh, yeah, we're unbiased here. We're fans of all Rangers.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I used to be a Lexi player, so I have much love for, and certainly got my eyes on Riptide coming into the future.
Oh, God, yeah. Cool, so this is going to come in for 6 go again, on hit Blood Rot, on hit Reload, with 1 card in hand and 1 in Arsenal. So this is just threatening damage at the moment.
Yep.
So
6 plus 2 off the blood box, of course. I don't think Azalea's going to be paying 3 for any of those.
I don't think so.
Just pure damage here. And of course, if you get hits, get reload, but there's no extra Arsenal with something face down in Arsenal. So that doesn't matter so much. But of course, it's go again, and that's really what the Riptide wants.
Yep.
Question is he going to follow up with a big hit effect, or is it just going to be something quiet?
Just getting some damage in.
So what's the worst thing that you think could come up? We could always see an extra buff into a Codex is probably the worst thing right now with that.
Yeah, that's true.
As Arsenal being open,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. Let's see. I didn't look at the hands last time, chat. So you probably know more about the hand than I do.
Yeah, really thinking about this. I mean, this represents 8 damage, which would put him down to 15 at the end of the resolution of the Blood Rot. But yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know if Azalea just wants. Looking at the hand there, I think it's just 2. It's all reds, I think.
All reds, and of course you used the Tunic Cup last time.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
It's an empty. Yeah.
So you could try and push the bullseye braces if you do want to respond with a lot of damage, because you're going to have to pitch a red into that Death Dealer to get something in there, and then you're going to draw it. But yeah, there's a few things that you can do, but he's thinking about.
Got some buffs there. It's just a question of how much he can hit back. Because
exactly, and there's a follow-up still as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
Right, so.
Because Riptide, if it's just plain damage, he might decide he just wants to take it to come in for the kill.
Yeah.
He's still got a lot here, so he's going to be coming in for 2 arrows here. So 23, he's got that 12 points, but those 12 points could narrow quite fast here.
Mm-hmm. One of the cards is an Endless Arrow. What on Declan's side, Oscar? But yeah, he's in the tank. It's in the tank, baby.
Now Liam's just thinking about every option here. He's got his pen up. He's thinking about taking it. He's just going to take it.
Just going to take it. So
okay.
Representing a life total of 15 after the Blood Rot right now.
Yeah. Okay. See what's in hand.
What's the follow-up going to be?
Oh, okay, so
Endless.
it is the Endless. You're right, chat.
Nice one.
Chat is always right.
Chat is always right.
Now, the thing is, with the a card in hand, if that Endless coming back to hand, it could be punishing there.
Mm-hmm.
You've already got a hand for part Arsenal, so you're already kind of IPing yourself there. There you go. That second card's just not being played.
No.
There.
So drawing into a Tar Pit, a Codex, and a Deadeye there, I think, alongside the... Yeah, can he I think he can threaten 11 this turn. Obviously, he's still got the block on the New Horizon and the long draw. So basically at 14 life in that regard.
But of course, with Tar Pit in hand, he has to be careful because he's going to be giving it go again with those snaps. Then that's
True.
when the Tar Pit's coming out.
That could be a good time to draw it then. If he wants to overextend this turn, that could be a good time to have it, to be fair. I should see a lot of Liam supporters in the chat.
Yeah, Ollie there, another one of our Manchester players. Good to see Ollie.
We can see the bullseye braces being cracked here. As expected to go a little bit wider. This is going to punish now with the Tar Pit, isn't it?
Oh, coming in for 5, so it's got that go again immediately. Don't even need to use snaps, but little does he know, he's not going to be using that reload. But then it's not really a hit effect, is it? So
no.
Does he care? So they're pretty neck and neck at the moment. Of course, having a 2-point lead, but with that blood box out, that's going to disappear.
Basically on 11. Basically, and this turn could be devalued by that Tar Pit.
Yeah. Okay, so we're not using the Tar Pit yet. And there we go, Tar Pit's out.
Okay, so...
Going to take 1 point of damage there off the Riptide hit effect. Of course, when their traps triggers.
That's relevant.
And he will not get the reload. Now, I
No
bet
reload.
Liam's hoping for that reload because obviously he's going to have to use his arrow now, which isn't too bad now with Death Dealer. You know, you get to draw a card. The question is, what do you draw?
It's still a 0 cost as well, so you can pitch a Death Dealer, load it in, fire for 4, and then whatever you draw off the top could push it up to a 7. But yeah, that's a bit of a shame. But we'll see what happens next. Here we go.
Loading to having to pitch that red there. Okay, so we've drawn into a blue sniping. Not really the hand. You can arsenal it for later. He's not going to be too disappointed there. But of course,
here we go.
Pressing premeditate a ponder there. So is that ponder really going to be useful with the spire sniping in hand? He's probably going to want to just arsenal it. So let's see. So threatening a 7 and...
it's cool that he's got the spire now, though, because it means he can just search for the evasion at this stage in the game.
And of course, the target, I believe, is still active. He blocked it out, so the next time a hit effect hits. So I believe he will not get in the ponder, but really Liam's going to play through. He doesn't mind too much.
Yeah, exactly. He's got an arsenal anyway, so he's got that card in hand anyway, so that's fine.
Yeah. The only thing is, if he could keep a hand of that blue in hand, it means he could have pitched for the blood rot. So it is still relevant.
Yeah,
so, yep. I bet Liam is missing that ponder right now.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Players joking around.
Yeah, it's good that they can still have fun in these high pressure environments.
Of course, yeah. So
as we all do.
I count both Liam and Declan as close friends, so it's great to see them having a good joke together. So yes, pretty even matchup so far. Of course, checking out the quivers. Now we've got Driftwood in the Riptide and the Crow's Nest. Those quivers really came in useful from the outsider set.
Yeah.
So it was always a bit behind. We were saying, well, what can go into... you can't put anything on that offhand because it's two-handed. So
exactly.
Thank you, LSS, for quivers.
Yeah.
Great design.
Great design space. And it's just there's no opportunity cost for it. You just put it in regardless. But yeah, we've got...
okay, checking the graveyard, which is the sign of a codex coming out.
Looks like it. Also play for the Blood Rocks if it hits. Yeah, absolutely. DK.
Top tips for Rangers, if you want to make sure the opponent doesn't know if you've got a codex, just check the graveyard every turn.
Yeah.
But as it is, it's very forecast here that there's a codex. Now, Liam is going to be arsenaling, so it won't be too bad for him. But of course, that fatigue is always relevant against Rangers. He's not going to be attacking from hand unless he's got a Ravenous Rabble.
Exactly. And pitching to Blood Rock Box.
Okay, pitching to Blood Rock Box, so he is going to have an open arsenal for that codex. So
yeah,
let's see. He wants that arrow in Arsenal by lots of things.
Looks like he drew 3 reds and a spire sniping there on that turn. But yeah, 4 with or is it 3 with go again? I think it's 3 with go again unless that's the aim.
Yep.
Falcon Wing coming in.
Yep, 0 for 3. Falcon Wing. Another great addition from outsiders.
So
that means...
And aim counters could be a thing going forward as well, right? We just saw the new Azalea army deck, which obviously we can speak about later on the stream. But that was a new buff that came out about aim counters. So aim counters could be a thing going forward in future Ranger design.
And I had a chat with Declan last night about this new cards and line it up. I asked him what he thought about for Riptide, and he said it's insane.
Oh, okay.
So
nice.
It'd be exciting to see how both Rangers use it going into the future. Okay, so Codex of Frailties coming out. Not Marvel this time, but we won't judge.
They won't judge, no. Still a fantastic card nonetheless.
Absolutely beautiful
Doesn't matter
card.
the aesthetic.
Okay. Oh, what did he put into Arsenal? Did you see there? I was looking away the second.
I was looking at the...
Oh, there we go. Oh, Remorseless. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to be threatening damage and also threatening more damage once
on the
goes.
back end.
So every buff that Azalea plays, it's an action card. So that's going to be costing life.
It is indeed.
So going to be coming in for 5. This is going to be tough decisions for Liam.
It means he's going to go down to 4 if he lets it through, plus anything he plays on his next turn could get him down very low.
So the chat has asked if Liam missed a ponder. He did not miss a mod ponder. The tar pit trap was active and therefore the hit effect did not trigger.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Tar
pit trap says the next time something, so he wouldn't have got it. So.
Correct.
But yeah.
Oh, Declan looking happy with himself there. Pulling himself back into the game here.
Absolutely.
Coming in for 5 and then, once you're down to 4 and you want to play, you can't play 3 buffs, can you? No. So it's damaging. And we haven't seen many traps also from Riptide. None of those collapsing trap or any of those
None
signatures.
of that so far.
So
no.
it'd be interesting to see if those come into play in a second.
Exactly right. Obviously, towards the end of the game, if you can try and trigger your traps, you can just ping them away. But here goes Remorseless.
Here we go. No buffs here, just a plain old 5.
Just a raw Remorseless.
Clean block there. Okay.
Absolutely. Buff and Aspire.
Down to a 1-card hand, so Riptide's not too worried there. He's going to get 5-card hand into Liam's 2-card hand, so I think Declan's pulled himself back in here.
Absolutely, yeah. But with the opt, we can have a look to see what we can. Oh, we got a Codex.
Oh, Codex.
All right.
Oh. So we got a... okay, so just a simple 0-cost play here, so he's not going to be dominating anything. But Searing Shot... A buff and Searing Shot when you're on 4 health, that's always relevant. So
yeah,
it looks like we'll be coming into the grind here. But New Horizons is there for the block if you ever need it.
It is, yeah. I mean, Liam, if he wanted to, he could also activate Azalea to access that Codex on top. So he could play I think he's got a buff in hand, so he could play the buff, then activate Azalea to get the Codex, and then play a card out of the graveyard with Codex to then get that Ponder back. So maybe he's thinking about doing that as well at the moment, because he can do that also. But yeah, I mean, there could be some things being missed here and there on these streams. You know, these players are in the tank, they're in the streaming room. You know, there's a couple of things that might be missed here and there, but these things happen.
Both Liam and Declan are very clean players and very competitive. So yeah. They're playing well. Tar Pit Trap stopped that Ponder, so don't worry, chat.
Absolutely.
Okay, so just think that is a choice. Do you want that Searing Shot or do you want that Codex?
Yeah, I mean, the Searing Shot represents more damage. Is there another Searing Shot in his graveyard? I'm not sure if there is there?
No.
The other 0 costs are just Bolton shots, I think, based on what's been played already. But you're getting the value out of the Frailty and the Ponder.
Yes.
So it could be what he tries to do here. And there's a Frailty in hand.
And he's going for a Codex. He is going for it. Okay, let's see.
So it's going to be a double Frailty. Well, on hit at least. You're going to get a Frailty regardless. But if the next attack hits, he's going to get another Frailty, which obviously does impact Rangers because they play from Arsenal. So that could be quite good.
I mean, for the grind now, just slowing each other down and just trying to get those effects through. So is he thinking about an Endless? He's going to put he's considering it and just see if there's anything else.
I mean, you're going to be getting a Ponder anyway, so you could opt for something else here, but maybe just wants the inevitability of the Endless Arrow coming back constantly. Codex is always the play here. Yeah, it's always a good line, isn't it? Ripping that off the top and playing it. Make sure your Arsenal's filled up at the end.
And of course, Declan with his lovely Azalea jumper there, so he's really feeling the pain now.
Oh, wow, look at that silhouette. I didn't even notice that until now. Wow, where do I get one of those?
Maybe he's feeling a bit of regret now. We will see. Little did he know Ranger could be his demise here, but let's see.
Yeah. Drill Shot is also another good option, Uzi. Yeah, you're absolutely right, but I'm not sure if he had one of those in there.
Oh, still laughing it through. Let's see what he wants to do. Question is, what is in that Arsenal?
Decisions.
It's just 6 damage. What's the worst? You know, just put 1 card down in front of it, go down to 2. It's fine.
On hit death right now.
Of course, those braces are gone now, and that would have been very relevant with Snap still live here.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Declan still has game here.
I don't think it matters which arrow. It's never going to hit. Yeah, very, very true.
Oh.
On hit death, Brendan. Absolutely.
We don't know that, though. The question is, how many traps is Declan sitting on? I can't see his hand. He's guarding it quite well.
I think it's a searing.
I did see a searing shot there, and I saw some sort of buff. I didn't quite see which one, but it looked like a buff to me. Did not look like a trap, so...
That's been a really cool game, though.
Yeah, of course, Endless Arrow, if it comes back to hand, it allows him just a 4-card block next turn if he ever wanted to, and just send an Endless back.
True,
so
yeah.
It does provide a bit of flexibility on Liam's side. Oh.
Yeah.
They're playing poker now, just staring each other down, putting their hands down.
Just doing arithmetic, just trying to figure this out. And this is what separates the good from the great, isn't it, really? Just figuring out what every single piece of card is worth on the board in these games.
Of course, being a Ranger Mirror, they both know each other's decks quite well.
Exactly.
They know what to expect. So they know what's coming. It's just a question of can they pull through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, in the late game, these traps could come into their own here.
Exactly.
Azalea's taking the lead, but all it takes is a really well-timed trap. It turns it round.
Or on the other side, a well-timed, dominated, stacked arrow. So it's just exactly very, very good observation there from Jackson.
Yeah. Now, of course, with Death Dealer in, he doesn't have to worry. He can play traps from hand and just get around that dominate by just keeping things into put things into his arsenal.
Just pinging him down. Yeah.
Which becomes very relevant. Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. It's very even right now.
Of course, we've still got the block as well on field for Declan here. We've got 2 and 1, and the tunic as well if needed. So that is always a life you can lean back onto as well. Yeah, what is going on here?
What's going on?
There we go. Look at that.
Okay.
Using the
Clean
armor.
6 block. Premeditate. I wish he could play that, eh? And I bet he does too. So.
Yeah.
Well. Okay.
So the
frailty's gone
Honda
back.
should resolve. There we go. I'm not sure what that was. It was very quick.
No, very quick in. Don't need to look at it when you've only got 1 card.
Exactly.
Okay.
All
Lace.
So pitching the bolt and shot, loading in a Heat Seeker.
Heat Seeker. Of course, that puts a card into Arsenal at the end of turn.
Face up as well, right? So it opens up the Arsenal slot. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, then.
So that opens up a double Arsenal.
It does.
Which probably means that Riptide does not want to block with his hood next turn.
No.
Coming in for 7, and of course 2 more on hit with that blood rot.
Yeah, it's just representing 9 damage despite the frailty. So this is what a crackback.
Of course, the only block there is that cross wrap. That tunic is not going to be blocking today.
No.
So Azalea could always decide just to go for an armor block, but nope, we're going clean.
Cashing in the cross wrap now.
Okay, 7. He's scared of that Arsenal. Okay, so just going to be a single card Arsenal for Declan. Yep, no rain razors today.
Yeah.
So
I'm not sure if we know what's been established in Liam's Arsenal. Maybe the Endless, perhaps, but I can't remember. But we will see. It's over to Liam now. Tunic to 3 as we go into the late stages of this Ranger Mirror.
yes.
Lace with inertia.
Right. Oh.
Drill shot for 7. Nice.
Okay. So could have go again off snaps, but he's not too worried unless he's got a Ravenous Rabble. We haven't seen any of those yet, have we?
No, we haven't. But also he's got Tunic available, so he can still Death Dealer as well. So if that's an arrow in hand, you can Death Dealer, draw a card, then fire it. So that could be representing another 7 there if he draws a buff off the top, which is pretty good.
Yeah. Azalea just taking the lead and just trying to ride Riptide down. But
Yep.
Question is, what does Riptide as a response? That hand to the face says no. But okay, Declan's not smiling. That's not a good sign, Riptide. Come on, pull through.
Oh,
okay.
Look at that.
Back in the tank.
Yeah. Absolutely. I love seeing all these emotions being displayed, everyone's hearts on the table in these games, UK Nats. I definitely want that jumper though, but
well, maybe you'll be giving up after this game if it goes a certain way, but let's see.
Throwing in the Liverpool Canal.
Yep, we are right next to the docks here. The canal is just over to our left here.
Yeah.
So,
it's quite picturesque casting seat right now.
Okay. So Tunic's going in, so it would have been live next turn, but he won't be getting that value, unfortunately.
I guess with Drill Shot, you do force the equipment block, don't you? Because it's going to put devalue something anyway, so that's a good time to have it.
Oh, a Buzzsaw Trap.
Hold on a minute. This is the one that takes away all buffs from the arrow. Oof. So it goes straight back down to 4. But he is going to snappies it, and we are going to see the Tunic into the Death Dealer. What's he going to get?
Of course, that valuable damage. Any damage is worthwhile right now, and that's Riptide Trap Tricker.
Oh, come on. What's he going to get? What's in there? Drill Shot plus what? Plus 3? No, it's a Judge, Jury, Executioner, the card that I spoiled. But, yeah, I'm not
great fun, the select card.
Absolutely, yeah. But here we go. 4 coming in. It's a shame it wasn't a buff, but he's now got the Judge, Jury in his arsenal for the next turn. Coming in for 4 is still on hit death. Demands equipment or a card at the very least.
Now, of course, without an arsenal now, he is free to use that New Horizon.
Yep, true.
So that might be going in this turn.
Might be cashing it in now.
Because he's not going to get block off it, so it seems smart. He hasn't used the double arsenal that much this game, has he? So
no, he hasn't had the chance to.
Will he be able to in the end game?
Yeah, this game just started off just throwing absolute haymakers, didn't it? And now it's really grinded down to these last few points of value that you can get, squeezing away this Drill Shot. Again, this Drill Shot, I guess it does make sense to block with a New Horizon because you're going to devalue it if it hits anyway. But if it hits anyway, you're dead. So we'll see.
4 cards in hand. So is he scared about, of course, Rain Razors would be the end of game here. So the question is has he drawn it off the top now?
That's what he's thinking, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, okay, he's just gone for a clean block. He's not taking any chances there. Blocking 5 over the top, so he's happy with his 3-card hand.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, down to 1 Arsenal now on the Riptide side. Okay.
Okay.
Premeditate.
That's pretty good.
Molten
Making
shot.
use of Riptide's reload ability, essentially, to give this 7 go again. But what would the follow-up be? It would be a reload effect. So if he's got another 0 cost in hand, he can reload that and then fire that as well. Or if it's an attack action that costs 0, perhaps.
Well, of course, that breakpoint for 7, there's no more armor blocks left for Azalea. So that's a 3-card block.
Oh, yes, of course.
So look, it really is pulling it out. So it is really threatening a lot. But at the same time, if Azalea blocks this, she hasn't got much in return. And of course, with those traps, Riptide doesn't really mind if you're going to throw 1 arrow at you.
Oh, yeah.
So
I guess in this position, you're like, in any other scenario, you're like, I take the damage. But because of the 1 life, the pings on the traps could be it. That is hilarious. That is hilarious.
So we're really seeing the dynamics of this game, though. Azalea's been leading, but Riptide keeps pulling it back.
He does.
It really is a very even game here. It's anyone's game.
Both these players are getting down and dirty in the pits.
Discussing deck choices, it's always good to have a chat with your opponent about why they put cards in their deck,
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, Uzi saying, F it, no blocks. It's a tough one, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you go down to 1, you're still getting potentially pinged away by the traps, but we'll see.
And of course, there's that ponder, so you might be able to attack again with a 0-cost arrow and then get an Arsenal, which is just insult to injury, isn't it?
It is,
so this is not they really are the smile is just being transferred between the 2 patients, the players.
The 2 patients.
The 2 patients. Sorry,
they're diseased. It's fine. They got loads of blood rot. They got loads of frailty.
Sorry, guys. I should say I was working on call last night. Can you tell?
It's all good.
Fantastic to see.
We're having a fun time today.
We got that premeditate as a 2 block now.
Tempting to try 1-card block and try and knock for the win. Yeah, the dominate could be another out as well. Yes, because
could Riptide be bluffing? I mean, if he's got a 1-cost arrow, then that's not going to be much good here, is it?
No.
So it seems like a pretty even split between 0-cost and 1-cost arrows. So it could be an all or nothing play really between the 2 of them. They are really bluffing each other. It's a game of poker right now.
It really is. Yeah, because again, that Bolton shot, even if he blocks a little bit of it, it's still got the reload effect. So that card in hand, is that another follow-up? That's what they're thinking about right now in this moment, isn't it? Yeah.
Azalea was leading, but this could be the pivot point. This could be the part where just Riptide just pulls it round. And we saw those traps are devastating.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, a lot of them do need to be greater than their base or have go again, which is going to be difficult when you're only having a 2-card play. So maybe these traps won't be pinging, but they're still defending well. Great game from both players there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, couldn't have asked for anything more from this Ranger mirror. Absolute battle in the pits, round 2 of the UK Nats.
And of course, Riptide has no tunic now, so could Liam get that value if he can just hold out for a few more turns? But could Riptide just grind him down? It's going to be challenging. Now the question is, okay, he's taking 2 damage.
He's like, show me what you got.
Show me what you got. He's arsenaling it, and is he going to play it? He's going to play it.
It is a searing shot.
Oh,
boy.
Oh, so of course, if that hits, it'll take him down to 1, and when you're at 1,
you die to traps.
Yes.
Oh, mate. What a way to turn it around. Jeez.
Look at the face, Liam's face there. That is a thank you very much from Liam.
It is, yeah. Wow. Okay.
Oh, he's saying I want to block with tunic. Not today, my friend.
Drill shot. God damn. Oh, he's absolutely devastated. Oh no,
that is not one happy man. Okay, so Azalea was leading, but this is the pivot turn. Riptide just pulling it round. Fantastic play.
Wow. Crazy.
Great to see.
That's what they were calculating in that moment. What is the follow up after this? If I let this hit the reload, what is it going to be after that?
Yeah.
But it was just another arrow, which is not a 0 for 4 as you would expect. It's a 0 for 5 because of the extra damage, putting him down to 1, which makes him vulnerable to traps.
Yeah.
Outrageous.
Liam was hoping that could be a trap. It could be a 1-cost arrow. Anything but a 0-cost arrow. Anything but searing shot. That 1 extra damage. Oof.
God damn.
That is the perfect card for this slot.
It really is. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're having a great time nonetheless, though, which is always good to see.
Oh, Liam shuffling his hand. He's shrugging. He's taking it all in good fun, but he's in the tank. Okay, head to the temple. Fingers coming out.
No, exactly, Johnny. You are right. You can't afford to play around traps at this point. It's it's not your out, is it? But it's just one of those things worth pointing out. But
Yeah. Okay.
we're going to see what happens here.
One trap could finish the game here, so let's see how it goes. Ponder triggers, and that's away. So we've got 5-card hand from Riptide.
Release attention, so no D-reacts from Arsenal. Here we go, not a death whistle for potentially a... Yep, so this is going to be coming in for 7 dominate with the on-hit of 1 life loss.
So he's saying, give me a trap or you're dead.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So, whoa. Okay. This is really a back and forth between both players here.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's working on a knife edge.
If he has the trap, though, it's just death, isn't it? So it's just playing to the out, not caring about the trap. If you got it, you got it. That is it. Oh, he's got it.
He has it.
Oh, wow.
What was the hand? He just did not have it.
Wow. No trap in hand. Holy hell.
What a game.
What a game that was.
They both took the gambles there.
They did, yeah.
But unfortunately, it paid off for Liam slightly more than it did for Declan and the Riptide.
Yeah.
Fantastic game from there. 2-0 on Azalea.
Awesome. Well, that was just a game of two halves, wasn't it? Let's be honest.
Absolutely.
They were throwing absolute haymakers at the start of that game there, and then suddenly it grinded right down to a halt. Wow.
In the first 3 or 4 turns, we saw more seek and destroy than we did see turns. There was 5 and 4 turns. That's insane.
That was insane.
Both opponents keeping each other off Arsenal. But you really did see that those range cards were really mirroring each other, weren't they? It was a true mirror match there.
Yeah.
But I just didn't get the value out of his traps. He only saw one of his signature traps.
Mm-hmm.
He got the
but
he saw the buzzsaw and he saw the tar pit, but it just wasn't quite enough there.
Wasn't quite enough, yeah. Wow, what a game. What a great round 2, and fantastic. Well done to both the players in there.
Yeah, I've got good hopes for both Riptide and Azalea in this meta. They both seem to be very well placed.